everyone.
Hi, good evening, Aboli. How are you?
To see you
Hi,
all.
Aboli.
Good evening, KK.
Yadav
Good
Saab,
evening,
namaste.
Vijay.
Good
Long
e-
time.
Yeah,
Hearing your voice after a long time. How are
yes,
you?
fine.
Dr. Saab, namaskar. Nice to see you.
Yeah, yeah. When Aboli is there, how can I miss it? Yeah.
Yes. Shall we start? It's already 5. I will share my screen and we can go through the topic. You all are chemical experts, so I won't be going into technicalities. I will be covering macro view, what exactly is going on, how to identify investment opportunities, what is the current ecosystem in India, which states are major states where investors are looking for greenfield investments, etc. And what are the other types of investors are looking at, for example, innovation centers, R&D centers, GCCs, etc. Just give me a minute, I will share my screen.
Mr. Tek Chandani has joined or no? Pankaj? I don't see him online.
Yeah. So shall we start?
I think Aboli, just wait. Let me check with Mr. Tek Chandani because right now I see only 9 people have joined so far.
I
Yeah,
think we
looks
can wait
like
for 5 minutes.
Yeah, let's wait
yeah,
for 5 minutes because I feel some people might have some connectivity issue.
Yes, yes.
So
yeah,
just wait for another maybe 5 minutes and then we can start sharp at 5:05. Let me speak
Yes,
to
sure.
Mr. Tek Chandani. Mr. I think Bang is also not there. I
Deepak.
don't see because. So let's wait for another 3-4 minutes. Let me call. Just give me.
Recording in progress.
आप ज्वाइन नहीं कर रहे क्या? Okay, okay. No problem. So we are starting. We are starting. That's the reason. Okay. Some metro station right now.
Namaskar, Bangsha.
Namaskar.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine, thank you.
Mr. Bang is there. Good evening, Mr. Bang.
Good evening.
Mr. Atul Gupta is also about to join. I think he was having some difficulty in joining, so he is joining.
Good evening, Bang Saab.
Good evening, Pankaj.
Sharmaji, I feel that if Tek Chandani or Deepak joins, then they should give some sort of a brief introduction of the speaker and then the lecture can start.
That was the intent. That's the reason I'm just waiting for Atul Gupta to join.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can always give few minutes grace time.
yeah, that's right.
Carbon butter here. Butter butter. Charging
Would request everybody to mute their microphones kindly.
KK, have joined. Please begin.
Yeah. I think Mr. Tek Chandani will take some more time. So let's start. Aboli, are you there?
Yes, I am there. Can you see my
Yeah.
screen?
So I think let's start. So let me take this opportunity to introduce Aboli, who is our speaker for this session today. And Aboli Mandurnekar, she works as a manager chemicals at Invest India, National Investment Facilitation and Promotion Agency of the Government of India. She specializes in business strategy, sectoral expertise, and investment initiatives, and has spearheaded major projects in life sciences and chemical sectors during her corporate and public sector stint. She has completed her graduation from ICT Mumbai and post graduation from IIT BHU Varanasi. She holds a master's degree in business administration, MBA from IIM Ranchi. And the topic for today's session is India opportunity in chemical sectors and allied sectors. And now I think I request Aboli to take over. And I think this is our series of lecture that we organize in our North Zone, this UA chapter. This is one of its
Which
kind in
branch
terms of.
can ICT did she pass? Which branch? Aboli's branch.
Pharmaceutical sciences.
Is from pharmaceuticals. Okay. So I think it is the right time. So we have already, I think we have started late. So my sincere apologies because of connectivity issues. So I think over to you, Aboli. So that, and one humble request, please post your questions during the session in the chat. I'll take care that these are answered at the end of the session, because let's allow her to complete her presentation, so that the questions, if not answered during the presentation, can be taken care of at the end of the session. Thank you very much, and request everyone to be on mute during this entire session. Thank you very much. Yes, over to you, Aboli.
Opportunity. As I already said, you all are the sector experts. So today I have tried to cover the macro view of the sector, chemicals, petrochemicals, as well as some of the life sciences value chain components of this sector, and how investment ecosystem generally works, and how you can identify the opportunity from products and market perspective. So I will be covering these topics. What is the current market scenario? What is the value of Indian market as compared to global market? What we stand sixth at the global ranking, and what can be done to identify opportunities for the new projects, product wise, identifying which are the most imported items, which are the most exported items, which are the countries where we are exporting these items, and which are the countries which are investing in India through FDI right now. So then we will be covering India ecosystem. So which are the locations? We have 3 PCPIR parks. I will be covering those. Where are the refineries, and around that how downstream industries are building their facilities. Then what are the what companies are doing in life sciences and allied sectors like agrochemicals, personal care, etc. Which are the support systems for the investors from facilitation point of view, from startup funding point of view, which are the major schemes in India for funding of these startups or initiatives taken by companies as well as the individuals, and which are the emerging segments which are currently in trend and which have very good potential in future. So let's start with the first slide. So this is the global and India overview. So out of the total market, India stands at 220 billion in 2024. And during last year, so our market was divided between these chemical sector subsectors, and commodity chemicals form the major part of it. Then specialty chemicals, where we have net trade surplus, and we are going to maintain this net trade surplus as per the CAGR and as per the market growth in 2040 as well. So this is the most lucrative segment as of now. All the 16 subcategories which come under specialty chemicals are maintaining the growth momentum, and we are also one of the major exporters and globally ranked second and third in dyes and pigments, specialty chemicals, some of the subsectors, etc. Petrochemicals also, we have investments coming in. Many global measures, which are Fortune 500 companies in top 10 or top 30, are eyeing for investments in India, and they are trying to build their integrated manufacturing complexes. So it will become easier for downstream industries in future to build their manufacturing facilities around that, so that they can get the easy feedstock availability. Agrochemicals is one of the largest, and then we also have biotech and pharmaceuticals. So biotech and pharmaceuticals, including APIs, biosimilars, etc. In again, going back to global sales, so we stood at 6th number, and China was the major dominating country. And many investors, foreign investors, are also looking for China plus one strategies. So before the tariffs, the momentum was quite high, that almost every 2-3 days we used to get such requests. But it has been little slowed down, but not stopped. We can say that these are the emerging trends. So many companies are looking for opening of recycling units in India. Many of them are investing in electronic chemicals because there is ESDM, electronics and semiconductor ecosystem. There are multiple schemes, and government is also providing favorable policy atmosphere for electronic components and electronic chemicals. So many global players, mainly for Japan, Korea, USA, are investing in India for this part of value chain. We have automotive sectors by 2022, where we were the third largest automotive market globally. And now as we are moving towards EV, so EV and battery chemicals are also the major investment areas which investors are looking. Then these are the product wise details of emerging trends. And apart from these greenfield manufacturing facilities, many investors are opening their innovation and R&D center. For example, Lubrizol announced R&D center this year in Pune. Then We have Linde, which is industrial gases company. They have innovation center in India. Celanese opened their innovation center last year in Silvassa. So there are many companies, global companies, which are opening their innovation and R&D centers in India. Global capability centers, we can see this trend mainly in life sciences companies. For example, AstraZeneca, Eli Lilly, and Novo Nordisk. These are the companies which have opened their global capability centers, which are basically data centers or other IT-related functions, etc. They are opening their operational centers in India. And the other trend which Indian players are following is they are opening their CMO and CDMO services in joint collaboration with international customers. So this was about chemical sector overview, what's going on currently and what are the trends the industry is following. Then when we identify the opportunities or when we tell the investors that how you can enter into the market, what are the product-based trends, what are the market-based trends. Specialty chemicals, as I said previously also, it has the market potential of 165 billion by 2040. So it is going to reach 165 billion dollars by 2040 in India market. And these are the sub-segments. As I said, there are 16 sub-segments which have good CAGR and which has very high potential because India in India 70% of the chemicals which are manufactured in India are out of 100%, 70% consumption is in India itself. So these are the major trends under specialty chemicals. So even if sometimes the exports are impacted by tariffs, but our internal consumption and domestic demand is the one major component which is driving the chemicals and petrochemicals market in India. Then petrochemicals also, butadiene, for example, is used in synthetic rubber manufacturing, etc. But here the capacity is the problem. For example, IOCL has the capacity, but they have already tied up with someone. Then HPCL is coming up with the capacity. Then Naira Energy and Reliance are going to come up with the capacities. By 2030, these projects will be in place. But this is in high demand because we are importing lots of SBR in India. So butadiene has high potential. Then ethylene oxide, propylene derivatives, these are used in cellulose and multiple industries. So the availability in proximity is one of the key asks of the foreign investors as well. We have inorganic for petrochemicals market. It is projected to increase to 365 billion USD by 2040. For inorganic chemicals, also fluorine-related products, TiO2, carbon black, caustic, and sodium products are projected to reach to 70 billion US dollar by 2040. For example, if we say titanium dioxide, so recently Indian imposed anti-dumping duty on titanium dioxide. So these are some of the factors which are motivating Indian players to enter into these markets. Money is one of the key player in titanium dioxide. Then Kemers and Tronox, etc., are the global players which are also globally doing well. So we are also encouraging the other global players to enter into India market. Then these are the market-based opportunities. Are most of the imports were from China, then Southeast Asian countries, and then United States, South Korea. These were the major countries from which we imported ethylene, many petrochemical chemical intermediates as well as specialty chemicals as well. For exports, USA was one of the key markets, and Southeast Asia, Brazil, China were are key markets in this segment. And we are exporting benzene dyes pigments. We are second in dyes and pigments exports globally. Also second or third in agrochemicals exports. We are also doing really good in APIs and pharmaceutical products. Then FDI inflow. So Switzerland, Japan, Taiwan, USA, and France are the countries from which we are getting lots of FDI requests. And in previous years, in FY 23-24, these were the major countries. Apart from this, you can see that Singapore and Mauritius were the countries which invested in India, but they are mostly routed FDIs, we can say that, for tax benefits, etc. So these FDIs were mainly in basic chemicals, plastics and polymers, specialty chemicals, and agrochemicals. So when we target markets, so there are multiple data sources available. For example, SAFIC is one of them. Then International Trade Portal of USA government is there. Then we also have our internal portals where we can identify. This is just an example. For example, EU imported multiple products, multiple chemicals in 2023. So these were the countries they imported it from. And our manufacturers can also target EU because lots of manufacturing plants are shutting down because of the cost ineffectiveness, etc. So this is how the markets can be identified, and this is how we can replace, because we have cost effectiveness as well as the low labor costs, etc., low utility rates, etc., as compared to these other competitors. So I will just show you how trade statistics data can be. Just let me share my entire screen. Can you see this slide, or you can just see my previous screen?
Previous screen only as of now.
We are right now on the identifying opportunities. That's the only slide we could see.
Okay. So I will share my entire screen. Yes. So if you want to, so from that slide, how did I arrive at these conclusions and how did I arrive at this data? So we can search through this portal of Government of India. This is Ministry of Commerce portal, and there are lots of products. For example, if we search 3206 110, then we will get this data. How much titanium dioxide was imported in India, and the year-wise data is available. So this is very useful in identifying the opportunities while deciding on new projects which we can invest into. We go back. There is another portal. If you want it specifically for the Niryat data, then we can just go to niryat.government.in, and they will show you what are the top 5 products. The entire list will be there, but there will be also be smaller list. What are the top 5 products? What are the top 5 countries where we have exported? What products we have exported? So entire export data across the sectors is given on these portals. So we can use it while doing our primary, secondary market research. Through these sites only we could derive this data, and these are the top import products by value. Chemicals and petrochemicals, for example, methanol, acetic acids, insecticides, and soda ash. So multiple petrochemicals as well as inorganic chemicals we had imported in FY 23-24. This is for FY 23-24. There were total petrochemicals imports, and they were quite high. So in top 10 petrochemical imports were $10 billion, which is 52% of the major petrochemical imports. So that's why government is also emphasizing on building the upstream capacity, so that there is an import substitution in future. And the Indian companies are also doing that, and global players are also interested in coming to India for that. These are the top chemicals which were exported in 23-24. And we can see that there is benzene, polyester, polypropylene, right? These were the petrochemicals which were exported from India. So coming to the ecosystem, so these are the three PCBR parks, petrochemicals and chemical regions in where red and orange category designated land parcels are available for investors, domestic as well as foreign investors. This is the PCBR. Gujarat right now, Gujarat in the sense, Dahej is quite saturated right now. So investors are also looking for Paradip, Odisha, etc., so that they can cater to the Southeast Asian countries on eastern coast. Then Andhra Pradesh is one of the PCPIR. Apart from that, we have Maharashtra, Rajasthan, as well as Karnataka, Tamil Nadu as major places where the chemical ecosystem is quite established. And these are the here we can get the feedstock availability as well. And when coming to state industrial policies, so some of the states have their dedicated industrial policies where they have categorized priority sectors and thrust sectors. And according to that, they provide incentives and subsidies to the players. So chemical sector, if it's in thrust sector, for example, if it's a thrust sector in Odisha, so the amount of incentives and subsidies which the sector will be getting will be high as compared to the other states where it's not a priority or thrust sector. So right now, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, they want to develop their ecosystem similar to Gujarat. So there are multiple land parcels available. If you go to Rajasthan, then there are Salarpur, Bhiwadi area is there, Kunj Biharipur is there, Bichun is there, which are nearby Jaipur. Then Maharashtra, if we come to, we have Mahad, Dindori, Sinnar, etc. Tarapur is there. Padwan Port is coming. So many petrochemical as well as the downstream companies are trying to acquire lands here. And Gujarat is already, Gujarat already has a good port presence as well as solvent storage tanker capacities available. So many chemical and petrochemical investors are already here, and multiple others are also coming. And it's always in high demand, so very saturated. So if you are looking for the next investment projects, then these are the areas on eastern coast where utility rates and land rates are also low, incentive amounts are also high. So these areas can be explored as well. Odisha, if you go to, then Paradip is there, Kalinganagar area is there, Raigada, Angul is there. So these are the areas where the ecosystem is already developed and multiple other investors are also coming. So the entire ecosystem will be developed, which will cater to each other in upcoming years. So this was about the India ecosystem in identifying the projects. So we will get after this. I will be also covering how state facilitation, investment facilitation, central level works. And if you are looking to invest or establish new greenfield manufacturing facilities, where you can get the support services from. Life sciences and allied sector opportunities are there. So personal care products, mainly cosmeceuticals, has high potential. And cosmeceuticals market is valued at 1.645 billion in 2024, and it's growing at 5.4% CAGR. Similarly, agrochemicals, as we saw, API investments were high, as well as the exports of agrochemicals was quite high, and we also have domestic demand for agrochemicals. So it's growing on very good pace, and 8.3% CAGR is expected for the growth. And in 2040 also, specialty chemicals only, we will have net trade surplus in agrochemicals as well. Food and feed ingredient materials, so fragrances, additives, nutraceuticals come under this. So this market is also growing. Apart from this, in specialty chemicals, multiple other sub segments are there which will have very good growth rate in upcoming days. And biomanufacturing products. So some of the companies are following biomanufacturing processes to produce chemicals. So these are some examples of UK-based and France-based startups where they are converting lignin into chemical intermediates, as well as some of the startups are converting CO2 into sustainable specialty chemicals. One of the startup I came across from Denmark is converting CO2 through carbon capture utilization to acetic acid and other ammonia, etc., which would be used in fertilizer industry. So they have, it's not only on pilot scale, but companies have started establishing their facilities in other countries. So India still has a way to go, but there will be increasing interest and potential in this area in upcoming future. Then there are early stage drug licensing opportunities. So these opportunities are not only restricted to the regular pharmaceutical API or regular drugs, but it's also expanded to human therapeutics and biosimilars. Here, China is doing really great, and most of the licenses which are shared with global players uh, are coming from China. And in 2025, 1/3 of the global licensing spending is expected to involve drugs originated from China. So India also can get into this field. We are already doing that, but still way to go. Then, when you want to establish a greenfield manufacturing facility in India or innovation center or global capability center, CDMO, CMO services, then we have Invest India at central level. So it comes under Ministry of Commerce and Industries, and it's investment facilitation and promotion body of India. So they will guide you through the entire process, right from identifying the opportunity, from sectoral knowledge support to land acquisition process, site visits, etc., connecting you with different states, connecting you with your desired states. For example, you want to invest in Gujarat, Maharashtra, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, etc., then there will be dedicated meetings with the state officials where they will be describing incentives and subsidies for the particular amount of investment you will be planning, and what is the timeline, what will be the employment generated. So all these factors are taken into consideration. First will be investment amount, employment generation, what are the land parcels you are looking for, at in which areas you are looking at. So as per that, the incentives and subsidies differ from state to state. If the investment amount is very high, the states are also ready to customize the tailored packages for you. And we have seen that for multiple global investors where the investment amount is quite high, the states have tailored the incentives and subsidy packages for them. Then we have state-specific investment agencies as well. So these are just examples. Index TB in Gujarat was established initially before central level body as well. And based on that, then other investment promotion agencies of other states followed. We have Invest UP, Guidance Tamil Nadu, APEDP is there, then Invest Odisha, Invest Punjab is there. For each state, IPA is established. And Invest India connects everyone at the central level. So we'll have access to multiple states. Then when it comes to approval license and licensing, this is not only during the investment phase, but if you have already established something in India and you are facing some issues, then you can raise your request on this portal. This is a National Single Window System of India. We'll just run this portal. So here we can see that you will have to register your business, And then there are central level approvals as well as state approvals, scheme approvals as well. So when it comes to central level approvals, they have all the ministries registered on their website. So 685 types of approvals you will get through this website if you go through this mode. So there are systems in place, but sometimes we are not aware of them. So and these state level bodies also address the investment related issues at local level. For example, if you are not getting approvals and license required approvals and licenses from Jilla, district level bodies, etc., then also you can approach these as investment promotion and facilitation agencies at state level. Then we have industrial land bank portal as well. Here, various government, private, and plug and play parks are displayed. And if you decide that, okay, I have to go for this particular land parcel, then you can explore these parks. I will also add another link because sometimes this doesn't work. But India has industrial land bank portal, and through that you can see the various parks as well as which are the sectors they are featuring on. And after that, they have availability of the land parcel area also. So then after established investment processes, we also have support systems for startups. There is Startup India Seed Fund scheme of 50 lakh rupees. So you can go on the portal and see what are the eligibility criteria. This is at central level. Then we have state specific as well. Not only Maharashtra or Telangana, but Kerala, Tamil Nadu, etc. also has their own portals for the startups established in their own states. We also have Venture Center and BIRAC. So Venture Center, as we know, it's under NCL, and BIRAC for biotechnology related products. So I have just tried to call out some of the major publicly funded schemes, and these are not only restricted to grants, but also have equity and debt under it. So majority are the BIRAC ones, and apart from this BIRAC and the other Venture Center or Startup India, the other institutions like NABARD, SIDBI, TST are also running their own seed funding programs, which can be explored by the companies as well as investors, individual investors. We'll be sharing this presentation with you. So just try to cover it with you. Then we have emerging segments with high future potential. We have carbon credits. So recently the market is emerging market, and also the government is taking part. They have formed a committee at the central level by MOE, CC, and we can see already the global players are issuing their carbon credits from India market. Bayer has issued on regenerative rice farming in India. They will be using it for their own purpose as well as for distribution. Then Varaha and Google signed the carbon credit deal recently, and they have Google has agreed to purchase 100,000 tons of carbon dioxide through biochar. So there is one species of plant which Varaha will be. It's invasive species, and Varaha will try to remove that species from that area in Gujarat, and they will get carbon credits from that, and they are selling these carbon credits to Google. Similarly, Eki Energy Services is one of the global player, and it's an Indian player. It is one of the largest player in carbon credit market, and they have multiple projects lined up as well as executed already. Then there are carbon capture and utilization, as I gave you examples of biomanufacturing, etc. Multiple CCU processes, using CCU processes, CO2 can be converted into specialty chemicals as well as methanol, acetic acid, and other byproducts as well. So India is aiming for 750 million tons of per year CCU capacity by 2050, and this will help government as well to achieve their net zero goals. So this will require 100 to 150 billion investment. So huge potential again in this area. We have the key focus sectors. For example, Tata Steel is there, then IFCO is there in fertilizers, Tuticorin in fertilizers is there. These are the companies which are already implementing the pilot scale of experimenting this CCU and generating various products from that, generating products like ammonia or the products which will be used in their existing processes. These are the key players, key emerging players. These are the startups as well. Carbon Clean, New Era Clean Tech, H2 Next, etc. You can go through their sites, very interesting and how they are doing it. And as we also have technical expertise, this can be easily replicated with the newer ideas as well as newer ideas. Then we have recycling. In recycling, even foreign investors are investing in recycling plants in India because we have huge amount of waste generated annually in India, and most of the generated waste, for example, in plastic recycling, only 30% of the waste is recycled, and the other is very other plastic waste goes very unorganized way. So this is the opportunities. These figures differ from side to side. So I have tried to get it from single side. So somewhere it's also written that we are generating 9 to 10 million of waste annually in plastic segment. So these are the key end user sectors where we can use the plastic recycled plastic. Then e-waste electronic recycling projects are there. Many startups are coming up domestically as well as international startups are investing in India. Then metal scrap recycling is there and tire recycling is there. So in tire recycling also we have domestic players as well as global players coming in. Global players from Europe and USA are coming into India for these projects. So these are some of the opportunities which are interlinked as well. So when you are recycling, so under extended producer responsibility initiative of Government of India, the producer also benefits from this. So and can also generate carbon credits along with it. The process will be difficult, but will be more clarified in upcoming years with the policy initiatives and more players coming in this space. So these are some of the emerging segments with high future potential, which we all can consider for investing. So that's it from my side. If you have any questions, do let me know.
Great. Aboli, thank you very much. It is very, very, I think, insightful in terms of the information you have shared. I think you have answered few of the, I have noted down few of the questions which were asked on the chat box. But still, if anyone has any questions, you are free to ask at this point of time also. But one request, Aboli, you have already, I think, informed that this presentation will be available. So I may ask if this can be put on our UA website also, so that our new generation who are there, new entrepreneurs can get benefit out of it, who are into say startup or some things. It will be a very good for us to share this information on the website.
Yes. So definitely it will be useful for everyone. So I will be sharing it and you can put up it on UA website. So yeah, so I'm just going through the questions as Sham sir has already mentioned 200 and
one chart shows 200 and the other chart shows 134 billion.
Euro. Yeah, so one is in USD and one is in euros. That's why the difference. Yeah.
And there is second question also. What is included in chemicals, refining, petrochemicals, fertilizers, and pharma, paints, etc. that you have covered in one of the same slide, I think. Mr. Bang is referring to the same slide.
So chemicals also includes specialty chemicals, commodity chemicals, inorganic chemicals, etc. Petrochemicals covers petrochemical intermediates, not the crude oil part. Then fertilizers, we have ammonium sulfate and the normal NAKs fertilizers. Pharma, we have covered API and the biopharmaceutical products, both. And the other components like polymers, paints, etc., come under specialty segments.
So when you say $200 billion or $220 billion of chemical market, does it include fertilizers? Or does it include pharma? That's what the question was.
No, yeah. So the 220 billion doesn't include fertilizers.
Does it include petrochemicals, polyethylene, polypropylene, and all those?
Yes, it
Bulk.
includes the petrochemical intermediates.
And does it include pharmaceutical, when you say APIs, formulations both, or only APIs?
The APIs part.
Not the formulations part.
No.
Mhm.
And the other links K.P. Sharma sir has written that TradeStat and nirag.government.in is there. Then
Yes, yes, that I have
DCPC.
already shared.
Yeah. Yes.
And
DCPC
one
is
question. Aboli, I have one question. You had also mentioned something about Denmark, where CO2 capturing for making methanol and I think ammonia you mentioned for making fertilizer.
Yes. So it is just a byproduct.
Okay, so already operational right now in Denmark. You mentioned about this specific project.
Yes. So they had started on pilot scale, but they have invested in USA, and now the large scale facility in Houston, Texas.
Can we get some more details about this project?
Yes, sure. We can connect on
Offline,
person.
yes?
Yes,
Sure.
yes.
I have already noted down. Okay. I think Dr. Habu, yes, over to you, sir.
First of all, my compliments, fantastic lecture, and crisp and very, very meaningful, particularly in the current times where we are facing these tariffs and all. It's very, very relevant. And thanks to the Delhi region for organizing this. Very nice. I think this should be repeated. Aboli, my questions are, you had one slide in which you mentioned about bioplastics and, biodegradable plastics and everything. Is that so? That is one question. The other question is on solar and other this area in renewables. There was at least I missed that. Was there any information there?
Particular information on that. But there are global players like BASF, they are also moving into sustainable chemicals. And regarding renewable energy chemicals, which are used in wind energy, solar energy, etc. So these are, I have extra information as such. In the state of Gujarat, such multiple projects are coming in. Or Rajasthan is one of the dominating state currently, which has renewable energy potential, and there are multiple executed projects as well, Avada, etc. Avada Greenco is there. So the ecosystem is getting built up slowly. So here these electronic components or the smaller components or chemicals, specialty chemicals, which are used in these areas, these players are building their greenfield manufacturing.
And about biodegradable plastics? Because I have serious differences there, but anyway, I wanted to know your source.
Not as such, we haven't received any interest in biodegradable plastics at Invest India level as such. But there are global players who are trying to, there is also a concept of greenwashing in textile industries. Similar is followed in chemical and end user segments as well. So.
Thank you. Very, very nicely. Thank you.
Can I ask one question?
Uh, yes, please go ahead. Maybe Pankaj and then Siva, and I could see one plus. There is no name. Maybe one by one we can. Please go ahead. Please introduce yourself before asking your question. Thank you very much.
The way to do it is that the hands are raised, the sequence comes up. So, just to be fair, you may want to call out the people whose name is at the top.
Yeah, I could see name of Pankaj only and Siva. After that, I could see only the mobile. It's a mobile connection, so I can't read the name. So my request is you can raise your question and introduce yourself before you ask your question. Yeah. Over to you, Pankaj.
Yeah, thank you, KK. And I should also compliment Aboli, a very informative lecture. I think it will be useful to many of us. My one query is like you have identified various sectors, but do you all have a investment band? Like, okay, this kind of industry could look at an investment of say, $1 million, something in the range of $10 million, or maybe $100 million. If you identify some range, then we can also it can help us to choose a little more faster. So you can have a thought on that and let us know about it also. Thank you.
So, from my experience, there are petrochemical companies where the capex is quite high. So, petrochemical companies or the companies which are taking the material from refineries, so they have to establish extra things for their plants, greenfield plants. So there the capex is very high, and the projects may vary from $200 million to 2 billion. Some of the global players are also investing $8 to $10 billion. So, but they are building their integrated complexes, right from petrochemical intermediates, petrochemicals to downstream industries as well. So here the investments are quite huge. One of the industries I was working recently was with industrial gases. So here I have noticed that 20 to 40 million is the general pricing or cost of the investment which companies are investing to support. These are the ancillary industries, and these industrial gases are used in steel, petrochemical, or chemical, various end user sectors, medical oxygen, etc. So here the investments vary from 20 to 40 million dollars. Then there are recycling companies. Recycling companies also range from 15 to $50 million as per the scale, but general range is 15 to $30 million. And and there are companies who are getting into the emerging fields like electrochemicals, battery chemicals. So here the investments range from 50 million to 150 million USD, because they will have to establish everything. We are quite a new player, emerging player in this electronics and semiconductor ecosystem. So they are also very choosy about selecting the states for their projects, and the investment amount also lies between these. So these are some of the sectors where I have noticed this is the pattern, and petrochemicals is the highest.
Very true. Means probably if the government of India can have something on this on their portal, and maybe a MSME sector also, when identifying some sectors with the investment price band, then it will help investors and new entrepreneurs to start looking on those fields more properly.
Yes, and this also matters a lot because state-wise, as I said, there are priority sectors and trust sectors, and incentives and subsidies differ for these sectors. The states will also give you more incentives and subsidies when the investment amount is high, because they are also getting the employment generated, and they will also have something to show to other to common people of India. So it differs again.
Okay, I think it's a good beginning. Let's see. Thank you.
So next, I think I would request Mr. Siva.
Mine is just a thanks actually to compliment, but I have one question. about this Danish one. Is it the air mine technology from Dr. Sudipto, who happens to be also a Unicitian?
It's totally Denmark based, and the founders are also from the same.
Because exactly the same program is being developed by Airmine, and actually he also happens to be an advisor at that time to Danish government on CCU. So this is why I was asking. Maybe actually India also should be using his projects from him, and he can also help a lot in India for the CCU projects.
So sometimes when curating these policies, government asks for the comments from the sectoral experts as well. So if we can keep a watch on when the policy is coming and when can we, so the government considers those comments as per my observation. I'm working with ministries from last 3 years. So they do consider these comments from industrial experts. Not only these startups from European companies, but then there are multiple Indian startups as well, and in institutions like IITs, etc. They are developing their own pilot scale methodologies for deriving products from CCU to different end user segments and chemicals.
Dr. Sharad, may I request you to mute yourself, please? Thank you. So shall we move to the next one? Mr. Suhas Pansare.
Hello, good evening. So I am working in solar power sector, and question is now measure the age of about 15 years plus, and in another 5 to 7 years it will come to recycle stage. So any insight into how solar modules can be recycled, because that we seem to be heading for a very big problem, not only India but globally.
Technical expertise on this. But definitely I will get back to you if you can share your mail ID. I will do some basic research on it. And if I come across any such company which is already in solar components recycling, then we'll definitely take you.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Yes, Siddhant, over to you now. It's your turn. You can ask your question.
Yes. Hi, Aboli. Sorry for joining late. So I have actually like being in the startup scenario. So I just have two main questions. Firstly, do all the funds, the fund givers who are there, do they all have a policy of checking into like into your account statements and everything from the foundation? Is that so? I mean, when the grant is given, first is that question. Second is, what about the unconditional grants also that are given through FITT? So does FITT come under government? And also one additional question, third one is, how much is the total uh, budget for the MSMEs that is allotted by the government, and how much percentage is left out every year? Yeah, these are my.
I Yeah, so generally, as you said, FITT, but FITT is also an industry academia interface organization, and they also get these fundings from the government institutions. For example, DST is one, or other similar institutions are there where they fund institutional incubators like FITT. So some of them might be having this. Uh, Detailed verification process, but frankly speaking, I have not gone through it, so I will have to check, and I will check with Startup India maybe and other agencies which I am aware of, and will let you.
Okay, thank you.
KK, you are mute.
KK, kindly unmute yourself.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. Tek Chandani, you may ask your question, please. I think 1+ is yours only. Yes, yes. Please go ahead.
Aboli, first of all, compliments, claps, and wonderful, informative lecture from you. I've been listening to it right while on my travel from one place to other. My only question now is the world is worried about the tariffs, and India is more hit by the tariffs by Mr. Trump. Are there any chemicals which are important for our country which are being exported to America, where USA, where we will be facing the trouble from their importers?
Yeah. Our total chemical exports to US in FY24 were around 5 to 6 billion, and petrochemical exports were also around 4 billion. So, if we face 50% tariffs, then it will be, I mean, total to more than 50% for some of the companies. So there might be an impact of 2 to 4 billion on these export opportunities for Indian players. And there are players in India which have 20 to 40% US market share. So these players will be affected. I guess Vinati is one, then Deepak was one, and then Aarti is also one of the player where their USA market share is quite high. So these are some of the major players which will be affected. Their markets will be affected after the US tariffs.
Well noted. Thank you so much. So kind of you.
Thank you very much, everyone, for your participation, and thanks, Aboli. Now, I would like to request Pankaj Kejriwal to give a vote of thanks. Pankaj.
Yeah, thank you, KK. And Aboli, once again, as we can see from all the participants, everybody has appreciated your lecture. It was a very well-structured presentation, starting with the volumes about the different segments of the Indian chemical sector, along with both imports and export data being there. Then also you gave a good insights about the various portals, which many of us would not be aware, where a lot of data is easily available, which we can all utilize for the development of the country. And lastly, you have also very excellently handled the various questions which people have posed to you. So, and I think going forward, people can be in touch with you and also explore various further opportunities. Any clarification required for anybody of them, I think you will be glad to help. So once again, all the
get her email, please.
Yeah, we will share her email ID also. So thank you so much, Aboli. And at the same time, I would like to thank all our fellow participants who have participated today, and would request all of us to, make the series more popular. Taking special care, and he has been following. But I think it has to be a collective effort. We need to keep on doing it, and I'm sure the numbers will keep on increasing as the word spreads that these lectures are really very useful and informative. So thank you, everybody. And KK, any last words from you?
I think my not last word. My request is if anyone can switch on their those who can, they can switch on their videos so that we can take one screenshot for our memory and sharing in our UA newsletter as well. Those who can, it is a humble request. Otherwise, I think it's okay. We will just wait for 2 seconds. I am taking a screenshot. Please give your best smile. The lecture was really insightful and interesting. Thank you very much, everyone. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone.
Just one last word from me. I'm really thankful for this opportunity and really privileged to present in front of such a great audience who have been inspiring me throughout the years. Sometimes I stalk all of your profiles, how your career has been progressed, how I can also step in similar way to achieve higher things. So it's really a privilege for me to present in front of you all. And thanks for the questions as well. Definitely helped me a lot in clarifying my understanding about chemicals and allied sectors. And I think many of you will come up with the lecture series, lectures of your own, because we are waiting for your insights as well.
Aboli, only one suggestion. Your slides were too dense actually, and I was little difficult. It was very difficult to read some of the data. So my suggestion will be that when you make the presentation next time, you can spread them, in different slides rather than dancing all the data in a single slide. That was the only suggestion which I can give. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, sir. I will consider that for my next lectures.
Okay. Thank you very much. And enjoy your weekend, everyone. Thank you very much.
A big round of applause once again
Thank
for
you, sir.
Aboli.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Aboli.
Thank you. Bye-bye.